Premier Automotive Group is busy making a difference in the community and around the world. Founded by Troy and Tracy Duhon, Giving Hope is a New Orleans-based foundation providing support to those in need. Giving Hope NOLA feeds over 230 people every day through the Food Pantry of New Orleans. The Hope House coordinates annual mission trips to fund and build orphanages around the world, and Giving Hope Branch partners with the New Orleans mission to serve men and women of New Orleans. Giving Hope NOLA and Premier Automotive is making a difference. You can learn more by visiting GivingHopeNOLA.org. The New Orleans Pelicans continuing to struggle, but they came close on the West Coast at Los Angeles against the Clippers, coming off of a loss against Indiana at home. Taking a look at the Indiana highlights, this was a game where they started off like a house of fire, jumped out to a 30-16 lead, but then this happened early on. Anthony Davis, great effort, but goes flying into the stands, and he hurts his back. You wonder if those chairs were occupied, if he would have been hurt, but they weren't. He tried to walk it off, but it didn't happen. He comes out of the game. He does not return. Indiana is going to rally and win the game, and then Chris Paul facing the New Orleans team. Blake Griffin not playing again, neither is Davis. And the Clippers, of course, on a win streak, and that streak would continue, but it did not come easily. The Pelicans played very inspired basketball. If they play like this most of the time, Brian, they'll win games.
Kenny, that was a great line. You're right. Fill those seats up. You're going to save AD from getting hurt. But you know what? I'm going to go back one game when they had Dallas here home. Okay, Kenny? How do you lose to a team on the road that's playing a back-to-backer and they've got 3 or 4 starters sitting down? Okay? Four starters. How do you do that? That's why the Pels and why, Kenny, you're talking about changes. Okay? That's uninspired basketball.
Yeah, Drew Holiday fouled on a three ball here and ties the game to send it to overtime. Terrible foul by Austin Rivers.
Yeah.
If Holiday makes that shot, the Pelicans win the game.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Chris Paul wanted to beat the Pelicans, so he played a great game and stretched down the stretch. You can see the guy used to play here, and he was after the Pelicans.
Well, they got the kind of effort that Alvin Gentry is looking for. Okay, Anderson,
and
Evans,
even if that shot
Holiday
goes, it's only a 2.
He had a foot on the line.
So it's not going to work. Pelicans lose in overtime. So did not win a game last week. They're 11-25. Davis, of course, did not play. Holiday had a big game this week. The Lakers, they're terrible. Sacramento, they're not that good. And Charlotte, they're average. So easiest schedule in the league in the month of January. We keep saying, time to make hay.
Yeah.
That hay's still in the barn. They haven't fetched it yet.
Kenny, and then they've got 6 of their last 7 in the month at home. So, you're right. I mean, we've sitting up here till we're blue in the face about it's time to turn it on. Then they're not good enough to push that button and get it going.
No question about it. Now, earlier this evening in high school basketball, of course, we had the 6th annual Allstate Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic, and you had a chance to watch the championship game on the girls' platinum side between Mount Carmel and Warren Easton, which we were able to bring you. Kishelle Figueroa, big-time player for Warren Easton. Swish, nothing but net. This was 2 different games. Warren Easton dominated the first half, and they led by 10 at the half, 30-20. But then Mount Carmel dominates the second half. This is Kristen Nuts to Paige Frankowitz, the Loyola signee, and she banks it home. Mount Carmel takes the lead on the triple, and they would never give it up. And this time it's Frankowitz to Nuss. They exchange roles, and Nuss was the MVP of the tournament. Gatorade Player of the Year in Louisiana in volleyball, signed with LSU in volleyball. Unbelievable multi-sport athlete. Mount Carmel wins the championship. Congratulations to the Cubs and Coach Tomatis. Really good game. Warren Easton, a great program too. Girls basketball, I know you're in the high school ranks. You appreciate what they do.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, that Allstate Sugar Bowl basketball tournament, that's an outstanding event.
Just last year, Ben Simmons was here playing in that event, Ricky. It's a tremendous event.
And I'll tell you what, man, I seen him play against my son last year, and he was awesome, and he's awesome this year. I've been looking at him all year long, and he might not get the player of the year, but he'll be the first pick in the draft this year.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Well, the girls, of course, decided their championships, and also Jules Sumner won the gold bracket girls championship. The boys championship came down to Riverside and Endicott, and you can watch it on WHNO TV 20 tomorrow at 5 p.m. And it was a great game with a lot of great highlights. You need to watch it, okay? Watch it. But we're going to give you a little taste of it, so look away if you want to watch the game coming up on WHNO. Endicott led this game for 3.5 quarters. They never trailed until this. Malik Crowfield for 3, and he's fouled. Ties the game with the 3, puts him ahead with the free throw. And then down the stretch, Crowfield playing with a sprained ankle and 9 stitches above his eye. Makes not just this deal, but another going out of bounds to win the game for Riverside. 2 tremendous defensive plays to go with his offensive play. That's why he's got offers from a whole bunch of SEC and Big 12 schools. Riverside, the champions for the 3rd time on the boys' side in 6 years. That is some team and some program to watch, Ricky. You watch Riverside play. They got 5 guards. Every one of them can handle it and shoot it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Riverside been something to deal with for the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, and they had some big guys there before. One of them went to Baylor.
Rico Gathering.
Yeah, right. I mean, so I've been watching Riverside for a while. You know, I coached basketball. My son played them, and all those guys was good basketball players.
Timmy Parrington's got a great program
Timmy
going.
Bird.
I'm sorry, Timmy Bird's got a great program going. And it just shows once again. You win that tournament 3 times, you've done something.
All right, another high school sport that Brian knows something about is soccer. And boy, Ben Franklin's had a great program, boys and girls, for many years. And 2 other great programs will get together, and you can watch it live at sportsNOLA.com. Mount Carmel Academy and Dominican tomorrow night at 5 p.m. live at sportsNOLA.com. Jude Young will have the call, and it should be an outstanding matchup. These are 2 really good programs and good schools, Brian.
Well, high school soccer in this area is outstanding, and you know, kudos to WHNO for bringing this live.
Yeah, SportsNOLA.
SportsNOLA.
SportsNOLA, live at SportsNOLA tomorrow night at 5. You ready to get your kicks, Rick?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to the Senior Bowl this year. You know,
Are you?
I'm in the Senior
You
Bowl.
playing?
No, I'm in the Senior Bowl Hall of Fame, so I always go back and check the talent out, so I'll be able to scout and bring you some great players back.
Outstanding.
We'll return in just a moment to put a wrap on this week's edition of SportsNOLA TV right here on WHNO TV 20.